Welcome back in one of the Bears Trouble Plays YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, and I'm back breaking down some more college basketball games for you guys on a Thursday night. Currently, Wednesday night, 3-0 on the day. Kansas scared us all. Down by 14 in the first half, crawl all the way back, 3 points at half, tie it up early in the second half, dominate. And I mean absolutely dominate the second half on the defensive side. They win the game easy, double-digit point win for them, minus 6.5 the first play. Second play, Doug McDaniel, over 9.5 points. That one did cash at 9 in the first half, and he went way over the total. He's at 12 right now, so even if you got 10.5, you're going to hit that one. I don't know what I did here. I thought I was 3-0, but I'm not. Texas A&M's going right now. I'm watching the game above me. It's 47-52 with 7:19 left in the game. We have Texas A&M plus 3.5. And we have Jalen Blakes tonight for Stanford over 15.5 points. I don't know what the thought process was on why I put 2-0, but we're currently 2-0. Or 2-0 on the game picks. I put 3-0 on the total, but we're 2-0 currently. Hopefully we get a sweep. That would be very, very nice to get the sweep. Why did I think we had another win? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's move on to Thursday. Let's talk about some teams I usually never talk about. There's only one team in the top 25 playing tomorrow. I didn't want to break the game down, but we're going to talk about the Dons, the San Francisco Dons going up against St. Mary's, the Gales. This is going to be a fun game. Usually this is a fun game. St. Mary's always dominates this conference, minus Gonzaga. They have trouble against Gonzaga. Sometimes they beat them, sometimes they don't, but this is probably the second best matchup. San Francisco going up against St. Mary's. San Francisco, another good team. They have Thomas and Marcus Williams this year. They had them last year. And San Francisco always feels like a team that can score a bunch of points. I think St. Mary's will probably win this game, but I like the Dons to cover the spread. Let's take a look at the spread for tomorrow. It is nighttime. I make these graphics during the day, but I bet you they've got a line out for the Dons tomorrow. Let's take a look. And we do have a number. The Dons are plus 10.5. That is perfectly fine by me. I will take the Dons with the points. I almost took them to win this game outright. But St. Mary's this season, they're going to be at home. They're just too good defensively. I don't love the scoring for St. Mary's, but I love the defense for St. Mary's. Every single season feels like they're one of the best defensive teams in the nation. They do have a couple losses this season. Utah State, Boise State, Arizona State. None of those losses were – oh, yes, there was. One of those losses was at home. So they have one loss in the season. San Francisco this season has 5 losses. 2 of them very early. Memphis and Clemson. Don't put a lot on those. A bad loss against Bradley by 2 points. Went on the road against Washington State, lost that game, and they dropped the game at Santa Clara by almost 20 points. So the Dons have had their ups and downs this season, but they're back-to-back games winning by double-digit points. I don't see them losing by 10-plus points in this game. So give me the Dons here, plus 10.5. I think they have enough scoring to match up with St. Mary's. I think this game's competitive. For the next game, we're going to be looking at another couple teams, I should say, that we haven't looked at all season long, and I will put my hand up on this. I haven't watched either of these squads. Actually, that's a lie. I've watched San Francisco play very early in the season, I think maybe against Clemson, but I haven't watched Western Kentucky or Louisiana Tech play, but that's what you get. You know, there's only so many TVs I can have on at one time, so many channels that are offered. I have almost every channel that you can imagine to watch some of these games, but sometimes these teams just slip through the gaps. I like Louisiana Tech in this game. Going to take the -6 is what the spread is. I think they bounce back. I do think they're the better team between them and Western Kentucky. They've lost back-to-back games. One against Jacksonville State, another one against Kennesaw State. Lost by 2 in both of those games. Tough losses. Going to be at home in this one. Plus, both those games were on the road. This is some home cooking for Louisiana Tech. Western Kentucky this season, I've got major concerns just looking at the numbers on the defensive side. You cannot be allowing that many points this season. 75.4. 75.4 points per game. My goodness, play some defense. No heart, no soul out there. Louisiana Tech, offensively, they're just as good, if not better, than Western Kentucky on that side of the ball. I think Louisiana Tech on the defensive side will show up. The home crowd will show up. I like LT to cover the spread here. -6 as the play. Also, Western Kentucky coming off of a road game against Middle Tennessee that they lost by 14 points. They should have probably won that game against Middle Tennessee. So I like Louisiana Tech even more because Western Kentucky on the road this season has been awful. So give me LT -6, as the final play there. Let's go to the player props for tomorrow. We're going to start with the Dons and St. Mary's. We're going to be dishing out some assists today. We're going to take Marcus Williams over 3.5, maybe 4.5 assists going up against St. Mary's. I've talked about St. Mary's in this video. about how good the defense is. The numbers are right there for you. 40% shooting for opposing teams, 62.4 points, and they're 7th ranked this season in college basketball. I feel like they're top 10, at least top 10 over the last 3 years. Could be wrong on that, but it just feels like St. Mary's is always competitive on that side of the ball. Marcus Williams, typically a scorer for the Dons. He scored 23 points in his last game, 21 points in his last game off 12 shots against Oregon State, but he has been giving out some dimes over the last several games as well. 5 assists in that game against Oregon State, 4 against Pepperdine, 6 against Santa Clara, and then 4 against Portland. So he has been dishing out the ball, most of those going to Malik Thomas. But I do think Marcus Williams has himself a day here. Over 3.5 assists is going to be the current play, maybe 4.5. He's averaging 4 on the season, but I think the book will be generous because of how good the St. Mary's defense is. So 3.5 as the official play for right now. Let's go over to the final player prop of the day. And I did say we were going to be dishing out assists in this one. I like Sean Newman Jr. of Louisiana Tech over his total assists. Could be 8.5, maybe 9.5, just because of how bad Western Kentucky is this season defensively. It might even be 9.5. But Sean Newman Jr. is the number 2 guard in the country at dishing out assists. He's sitting at 2nd place, 9.3 assists per game, 9.9 points per game, so he's almost averaging a double-double with points and assists. The only other person in college basketball this season with more assists than Sean Newman Jr. is Ryan Nimhard, and he's almost averaging 10 per game. Actually, might be averaging over 10 per game. So Sean Newman, an elite company up there, dishing out assists for his team. Sean Newman has been sharing the love all season long. 7+ assists in every game so far this season, but 3. So he is really, really dishing out love to his teams, and he's not been bad on the scoring side either. Had a game with 27 points going up against Liberty. I just think with this West Kentucky defense, Louisiana Tech will be trying to run and gun. He's going to get a lot of assists on easy layups, maybe even some transition threes or something like that. But I like his over total assists as the final play of the day. We're going to be playing 2 guys to dish it out instead of scoring today. But let's take a look at the recap graphic. We're going to go with the Dons. They're going to be plus 10.5 going up against St. Mary's. I like Louisiana Tech -6 going up against Western. Marcus Williams over his total assists. 3.5 would be my guess. Maybe 4.5. I will play it up to 4.5. And then Sean Newman, I'll play this one up to 9.5. I'm assuming it's going to be 8.5, though, as the final play of the day. Guys, that's going to do it for the NCAA basketball picks and props for Thursday, January 23rd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.